but we're going to turn our attention to this because also in Durban, in the same area, former ANC President Thabo Mbeki, who is there also campaigning. We do have a report on the ground, Samkele Maseko. Samkele, of course, two ANC former presidents campaigning more or less in the same yard, albeit for different parties. Talk to us about how Mbeki was received in KZN.
Essentially, you can see with these visuals, Kwazi is showing you where the people of eThekwini region are very happy to see the former president of the African National Congress, that would be Thabo Mbeki, who is at the gravesite of John Langabalile Dube to pay his respects and essentially to campaign for the governing party in this particular election in the eThekwini region of KwaZulu-Natal. You'll also be going to a sectorial engagement in Umlazi to engage with various sectors within society on what they can get from the African National Congress, get their concerns as well. It has been 2 rigorous days of former President Thabo Mbeki campaigning for the governing party. He started in the Moses Mabhida region, where he went to the gravesite of the late struggle stalwarts Moses Mabhida and also Johnny Makhathini in Heroes Acre in Pietermaritzburg. He ultimately also held a sectorial engagement and also went to canvass votes at the Edendale Mall, which encompasses 2 townships, Edendale and Mbali, where he was effectively speaking to the residents of that specific community there as well. He is now heading to Umlazi to that particular sectorial engagement. I'm not sure if we will get an opportunity to speak to him. Earlier on, our colleagues Simpiwe Makanya did speak to him in Groutville, where he spoke about the question of the Palestinians. He also addressed some economic questions there earlier on during the day. He is alongside the ANC's head of elections, Mdumiseni Ntuli, who is pretty much seen as a protege of the former president of the African National Congress.
All right, thank you so much, Samkele. So we do know, of course, that Umlazi is a former ANC stronghold, now also up for grabs in terms of grabbing that, of course, eligible voter. How are the people of Umlazi reacting to so much campaigning, particularly by the former big ANC heavyweights in the area?
Umlazi has had a number of issues over the years. You remember when they went to the elections in 2016, refuse was not particularly collected in that specific municipality. There is a long history and heritage of the African National Congress within that particular township. I'm just going to call in Mr. Madlala, who is the Deputy Regional Secretary of the ANC in the region. Mr. Madlala, just the essence of Umlazi and the importance when it comes to the politics of electoral politics within the country. It's an important constituency. What are some of the issues that you've had to address within that specific township of Umlazi?
Yeah, no, thank you very much. I think Umlazi, like many other townships, is our voter base. It's very important to us because what we are doing at this phase is to consolidate on the numbers that we have. We are going back to our people. The Umlazi is the home of the ANC with heroes like the Mqenges and others. So we are going there to say, to revive their spirit and say, the ANC is still your ANC that you sacrificed for, that you suffered for, and it needs you now as we are going to the elections. There might be issues and challenges with regards to service delivery and other issues, but those are issues that are temporary, that might be resolved after you've lost your vote. So it's important that everyone votes and ensures that the ANC remains in power so that it can carry forward the program that it started, the program that whose blueprint is the 1955 program called the Freedom Charter.
When you look at the issues particularly pertaining to Umlazi, after the floods, a number of roads and infrastructure was destroyed in that area. There were some parts of the area, just like KwaMashu, that did not have water, running water through their taps. Have some of those issues been resolved?
The issues are being resolved, and we want to thank the President for deploying a group of ministers to come in as part of the interventions. Some people have gone around saying that it's a takeover. It's an intervention that we have asked for because the calamity of the floods, the July unrest, and the other unfortunate things that have happened in our city were beyond the city's budget. And therefore it was important that the president comes in and he brings in ministers, because when they are coming in with their expertise, they are coming in with their budgets, they are coming in with their own procurement systems, because some of the issues that we've been dealing with is the slow pace of our procurement system in resolving some of these issues. And therefore we think that although we are still not 100%, but we are getting there in terms of fixing those issues.
When you look at the potential number of votes you can get in Umlazi, what is the percentage that you are looking at getting within that specific zone, knowing that the ANC in 2016, 2021 lost a couple of votes in that specific area, knowing also that eThekwini and Moses Mabhida Umgungundlovu district constitute the two biggest voting blocks in the province?
Yeah, no, it's true. I think the 2021 elections had its own context. These are the national elections, and we are looking to get the maximum votes that we can get out of Umlazi and many other areas of the city. Despite the issues that are there, our people, we have been doing our door-to-door, and our people are confident. They still have confidence in the ANC, and we are confident that we are going to win and win convincingly.
There were some reports that the MK party is making strong inroads in some of your branches in this specific region of eThekwini. In your assessments, have they made strong inroads in getting some of your BEC members, branch members to cross over to that particular party, or have you maintained your ground, losing just a few members?
Look, I want to focus on the message of the ANC, because the ANC is the only party that has a program of liberating this country, and it has a vision where it's taking the country. There are many parties that will come around, and there are many parties that are contesting the elections. We don't have a problem with that. I don't want to talk about them. All I can say is that the vote of the ANC is intact in this region.
Thank you very much. That is the Deputy Regional Secretary of the African National Congress, who is also a chairperson and a councillor within the eThekwini municipality. He is a member of ESCO, who is in charge of making sure that some of these service delivery discrepancies that are there with the people are resolved and sorted out.
SABC News reporter there, Samkele Maseko, of course, on the trail there with ANC former President Thabo Mbeki, who we understand is also headed to where, of course, Umkhonto weSizwe party president Jacob Zuma is currently campaigning. It's going to be very interesting to see how these two actually interact.